That was a lovely Kyra Poole there, and Mark Campling with Miracle.
Brickmakers Live on Air presents Charley's Chat. Playing all your favourite music and chatting live on air with some of the region's well-known singers and musicians. Chat with us live in the studio and ask questions to the local stars you know and love. Get in touch now on the brickmakers.com/radio or text on +44 7537 103022.
Exactly. So welcome to Brickmakers Live on Air. With a little bit of luck, I should have Kyra Poole on the line. Hi, Kyra. How are you?
Hi. Oh,
Yeah.
great. Thank you.
There you
Thanks
are.
for playing a little bit of Miracle there. That was lovely.
Such a great track. It's quite Mariah-ish, isn't it? Do you think?
Thank you.
I thought so. Yeah. Every time I hear it, I think, oh, it's definitely a little bit of Mariah feeling in there. It was really good.
She was definitely an influence for sure.
And why not? So how are you?
Yeah, good. Yeah. So actually, do you know what? Lockdown the last couple of weeks has been pretty good.
Brilliant.
I know we've had some harsh times and stuff, but my hubby had his 50th birthday and I was like, actually, what on earth am I going to do? But
Awesome.
you know what? It's worked out really well. And thanks to you for joining the Zoom call. You were there.
Fun. Sorry, I couldn't stay for long. Had a radio show to do and all that, you know.
But no, it's all about being creative. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. Be creative.
Well, so many people are.
You what? Sorry, lovely.
So many people are being creative. I think it's given everybody a new lease of life, creativity-wise, definitely. So what have you been up to?
Totally agree. So I've been building all this stuff for his birthday. So we were meant to be in Monaco. So I was like, right, what am I going to do? So I got a cardboard cutout of Jensen Button. I put balloons everywhere. And then I created some like invites for different meals and different things like that. So great fun, you know.
Awesome.
I've been gardening, you know, staying in the old decking, and importantly, music, which I absolutely love, as you know. You know, we've been creating new mashups online. This is fantastic. So, you know, doing that and doing some recording, getting some promo videos up ready to go.
Brilliant.
And all for you guys. So fantastic. It's just finding different ways to do things, isn't it?
It certainly is. So today I'm going to basically take you on a musical journey. So all your fans and your listeners can obviously check in and actually see, because we see you on stage, so we only know the Kyra we see on stage. So I thought it might be nice to give everybody a little bit of an insight as to the history behind Kyra. Rather than just the person we see on stage. So I thought that might be a nice idea. We've got a comment. So if any of you guys out there are listening, you want to comment, please do. We would love to have your comments. If you've got any questions for Kyra as well, fire them in. Because I'm sure you love a good old question and answer session.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So we'll do that too. So let's take you back to the start, Kyra. Tell me how you started in music.
Yeah, of course. So, well, and I have to say, before I do this, thank you so much, because just to get thinking about things is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like how far you come. So I thought about it and I was singing and dancing, no surprise, on stage, 9 years old. Yeah, I just wanted to be all over the stage, you know?
Yeah.
I wanted to do ballet and tap and sing. And then I saw my mum in a talent show when I was 9 years old singing a song, and I was like, that's it. That's what I'm going to do. I know right now that is what I'm going to do. Anyway, I absolutely drove my mum mental. Listened to all the divas at home, of course, like you said, the Mariahs, the Whitneys had to be, but also all of the soul and jazz singers, because you know me, Charlie, I like to be a little bit different where I can, and you know, try some different stuff. So that's been my influence for my whole life, really. Anyway, one day, a little bit older, I was driving mum mad. She was like, do you know what? I've heard there's this thing called karaoke. I was like, what's that? Very young. And it was, believe it or not, can you remember the good old Oval pub? Good old, down Durham Road.
Yep.
And off she took me. So this was amazing. And off we went down there. And I'll be honest, that was literally the start of probably my singing life, the friends I met, the beautiful Lisa Marie, who we sadly lost recently, and all of that group of friends, the Karens, the Annas, the Emmas, the Sadies, they will be my singing friends for life. And literally, we went 7 nights a week, and I'm not even lying.
Those were the days, though, when karaoke was the real in thing.
Exactly. And I can remember come to the Brickies, definitely, on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
So I was like, we didn't have loads of money. Mum didn't have loads of money to send me off to some, awesome school. So, but she bought me a boogie box, and I will never forget that. It was probably this high. Brilliant. And I could sing out of it constantly every single day. And I drove her mental. And then I thought, I'm going to teach myself to sing a little bit, but I need to probably go and get some lessons and learn properly, Yeah. Through this time, I was doing lots of competitions. And guess who I met at the Michael Barrymore? My kind of people.
Who would that be?
Yourself. Can you remember?
I'm sorry about my dog. I actually met you before then, Kyra.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, at the talk. I must have been 18 or 19, and you were in a duo at the time. I'm sure you were singing with a guy. And I played a song earlier. I don't know if you heard it on your way home from work. I played Tavares, Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel, because that's the first song I heard you sing ever.
Oh, wow. Yep. That's amazing. I would have remembered that. That's brilliant. Yeah, that was Bill. Yeah. Yeah, and that was the talk competitions. That's because we just went all out then. I was like, right, I'm doing talent shows everywhere. My mum, bless her heart, I owe so much to her because she made all my costumes, like out of anything she could find, absolutely awesome. But yeah, we did the competition stuff, which was great.
Don't you just love mums, eh?
I love mums. They are just the best. She really has been, she's been my support all the way through. She's like, I love her to bits. But what was really interesting is before I kind of started on the whole singing kind of lesson route, I came to the Brickmakers, and that's where I met my husband.
No way. I didn't realise you met him there.
Yeah. So I was looking for a drummer. I went and spoke to Lee Vasey, who we've since worked together, which is absolutely awesome. And at the time I said, do you know any good drummers? He said, that guy over there. I was like, oh, okay, hello, I'll go and say hello. 25 years ago.
Wow.
How crazy is that? Yeah, so I thought I must tell you that.
See, the Brickies is a starting place for many things, not just music, starting for marriages as well. What about that?
Yeah, there you go. So you did all that. So yeah, thanks to you.
No, that was before my time, Kyra. I've only been here 17 years.
And probably a few bits people probably don't know about me, actually. So I did, I went off and did some technical classical lessons because I thought place to start with some great teachers. Did some of grades and learnt to do a little bit of teaching because I thought, if I'm going to do this, I need to be able to teach as well, which was great. But what a lot of people don't know is I then thought, I never did the schooling. I'm going to go to Pineapple Studios. So I went off there and trained, which was amazing. And one of my biggest highlights is I got to sing on the West End stage at the Players, the oldest theatre, to do a solo for them, which was phenomenal. Like, amazing.
What an experience.
Really was. Really, really was.
I had it written down, actually. I said classical training ? Because I always thought you were classically trained. The way you sing, you're so controlled. I was like, that girl must have had training.
Thanks.
Definitely. So yeah, it definitely shows, Kyra, definitely.
Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, that was a really, really sort of great time. And then, of course, I went on to sort of my first proper band. So I'm really, really chuffed to say. So this was the 3-piece, and we hit the Vauxhall summer season. We were ready. And this was Kaleidoscope.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm really pleased to say both the keyboard players, both the original keyboard player, Graham Hubble, who I found a beautiful picture of him. I should send that to you.
Oh, brilliant.
He's still working with me today in Addictive Mix. And Danny Wakefield joined us for a lot of years and again has worked with. So it's really lovely to think all those musos you met years ago and you've kind of all stuck together.
Yeah. That's cool, isn't it? I'm like that, obviously, with Sal. We've been playing together since we were 18. So it's nice. Yeah. I think you build such good friendships, don't you? Not just people you work with, if you like. Definitely.
Exactly, and that's what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think people see that bond on stage, don't they? They can tell, Oh,
God, yeah, without a doubt, definitely. So is it just Kaleidoscope? What happened after Kaleidoscope?
Yeah, so then after that, cool, we're going on a journey, aren't we, eh?
I want to know it all. Tell me it all.
I love it. It's great. So, yeah, we played for years in this three-piece, and then we got to a point, well, kind of two or three things collided at the same time, if you like, okay? So, myself and Aid sat in the garden one day, and we were like, we want to do something different. What are we going to do? I'm not even lying. It was one summer. I remember it clear as day. We sat in the garden. I was like, do you know what? We could mix and mash. And we started talking to each other, and we were like firing off all these ideas. And we were like, why don't we take songs that people love, have like a unique kind of style of how we take them in and out of each other, and kind of bring them together, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that was where our very first thought of Addictive Mix happened, really.
So how long ago was this?
God, this was probably about 3 years.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to work out much, but just before that, we there was, so Mark, as you know, who plays with me now, Mark Camplin, who I songwrote with, and you just kindly played Miracle. He actually asked me if I'd go and audition for an 80s band that he was working with a guy called Damon Summers, who was an ex-80s kind of artist in China, etc., called X Projection. So I did, and I got the job. So I was like, brilliant. And this was to gig, but also to songwrite and network. So brilliant. I'd already done some songwriting, but I suddenly started to really learn the craft and kind of really spend some time on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd write all my lyrics. I was probably about 8 years ago, I had a bad heart condition, which I'm absolutely fine now. And through that poorly time, I just wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote.
Oh, bless you.
Books of lyrics. But that's the best time, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, sure. Especially if you've got nothing else you can be doing at that time, then, you know, it's like lockdown, isn't it? You use your time to be creative. And I think us musos are quite creative. Definitely.
Exactly. So I totally agree. This all happened. Also, a few years, probably around that time, maybe a bit before, one of my highlights was I got to sing at Thursford. So Danny Wakefield's a keyboard player. Yeah, I got to sing in Songs of Praise. So
cool.
I was the solo act. I know, amazing. Absolutely phenomenal. He was part of the Fakenham band, and they asked if I'd come join them, and he played the Wurlitzer. And I did From a Distance, Bette Midler, for Songs of Praise.
Good song.
Yeah, cracking song. So yeah, that was amazing. Another little highlight. So yeah, with all this songwriting, so basically we went off and we done loads of networking. You'll see some crazy photos on Facebook. We went from every fancy dress costume you can imagine. If it's Christmas, of course I had the Miss Santa on.
Of course.
You name it. And we had some crazy road trips down to Kent to do some radio and stuff, to the point where we were stuck in a traffic jam, and I thought it'd be hilarious to get out of my little Santa outfit and run down a little bit. Probably not the best thing to do. Got told to get back in the car pretty quickly. All good fun. So yeah, we had some crazy nights. So that was with Mark Camplin, Damon Summers and Jonathan Rowe.
Okay.
And Jamie O'Connell runs a Kent radio station, so we went off there. And through this, loads of networking. We went to Notting Hill Tile Yard lots of times, met some fabulous 80 stars. I was a bit starstruck when I saw ABC, and everyone was like, "Are you Cher, Karen?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's ABC."
Did he have his gold sequined jacket thing on?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah,
you've seen the pictures.
No, I saw him years ago at Chicago's. Can you remember Chicago's in the city?
Oh, yeah.
I saw him there, and it must have been the same jacket he actually had in the 80s, because there were little patches where the sequins had come off all over his jacket. I was like, no, that's not all right. Get yourself some new sequins, mate. Bless him. Oh, it was quite sad. I did feel quite sad for him at the time. I remember that. And I saw Boney M the same night at Chicago's, and they were phenomenal.
Weren't these bands great?
Yeah,
I loved them.
It was great. And we actually had a power cut that night at that gig, and Boney M did because you think, oh yeah, Boney M, awful.
Yeah.
But actually, you know, we had a power cut. They had no PA system. They literally just stood on stage and did their whole set a cappella, and it was phenomenal. Talk about talented. It was great. So
God,
good.
that's like true pro-ship, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, we've all been there where something's not worked or whatever. Not when I'm with you, though, because everything's just like perfect sound. I'm like, yes.
Oh, don't tempt fate, mate. Don't tempt fate. I've got too many buttons around me here.
We know we're safer. Oh, yeah, but we met some great bands like that, and like Cut and Crew, and that this whole thing started in the band where everyone had a coloured shoe on, so orange shoes was the thing. So we were like, right, who can wear the best shoes to the network and do next, you know?
That's brilliant. Oh dear.
But through all this, Charlie, I got my dream, really. So through all of this time, I've always wanted to have someone recognise my songs, to songwrite, to bring pleasure and happiness to people like we do on stage. Yeah. Absolutely, which I absolutely love. But also to get recognised for that would be amazing. And through all of this networking, I managed to get a publishing deal with Speedgraph in London. Cool. So absolutely chuffed to bits. Lovely chap Richard, who's probably listening now, actually, you know, really has taken a couple of songs on, and we're hoping to have a couple released, one of which you really like as well, which is obviously the one that me and Mark have done, Miracle, and All I Want to Do Is Dance.
Oh, I love that track.
Cro-Magnon.
Yeah, really makes me want to dance, actually. Richard has got in touch. He says, great start with Miracle, and put a big smile.
Oh.
Thanks for that, Richard.
So that's really, really awesome, you know. And there's just like to go so far and just think, oh, I'm never going to get there, you know. I'm not the youngest spring chicken anymore, you know.
Aren't we all? Time doesn't stop, does it?
Exactly. So that's what it's all about. But yeah, we've done that. And oh my God, Addictive Mix. I absolutely love these guys, as you know them well. So Mark Camplin guitar, Graham Hubble on keys, of course, Adi Poole on drums, and Peter Eaglin on bass. And they are just the most terrific guys I've ever worked with. All the musos I've worked with have been amazing, but these guys are we just click, we just gel. And exactly like what you said, Charlie, with Sal, you just know when you click, don't you?
Yeah, totally. And you can see that with you guys on stage. It's very clear that you all get on so well, and more importantly, you have a lot of fun. And I think that comes over, and everybody in the audience, whether they like the kind of music that you're playing or not, I think it just spills over, and you force people to have fun. And I think that's what it is all about. It's just so much fun. And your mashups, oh my goodness. Do you know, your mashups, they totally mess with my head. In a good way.
I love that.
They do, though. I'm standing there singing, then all of a sudden we're in a different song and I don't know where I am, and I feel bewildered.
I love that. I hope it's a good thing.
Oh, yeah, no, totally. It keeps the audience on their toes, I can tell you that, because you start singing a chorus and you've gone off into a different song.
I love it. Well, we were like, if we take the bits people love, you know, there's always that bit in there to sing along to. That's why we had to do the rock one of your absolute love, Charlie. Sorry about that.
Yeah, thanks.
But there's always that chorus in there.
I know. It's hilarious because you're just like, how the heck did they get that song in that song? Yeah. And then with that riff from that song, you're like, no, my brain cannot cope with it.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, that is the absolute beauty of it. And when we write, so we've been through different stages. So like sometimes me and Aid will sit down and go, actually, do you know what type of mash do we want? So we might do a disco mash or rock mash, or we might just do something really creative that's got something in the title, or and it's become really unique. And we've got this method. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you all about that, sorry. But
no, don't give your trade secrets away now. Come on now.
No trade secrets. I love it. But then we take it to the guys, and then it's lovely because then everyone can have their input as well. So we'll put a structure down, what we believe will work. And then good old Mark Gray will come in and go, Kyra, that key ain't gonna work with that key. Let's just try that bit again. And it's lovely, and we'll all have like a real good input into it.
Yeah.
And as you know, all the musos I work with are so technically minded. They're fantastic. You know, they're all songwriters. they've all done, like Graham used to work Potters, so he's done big show stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Mark, obviously, with his songwriting and mixing, an awesome mix and masterer. So we've kind of got this great team. So I'm like, yes, exciting. We're going to go forward now.
Awesome. Everything's clicking into place.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So I'm guessing you absolutely gagging to get back out there. Really,
I can't wait. Absolutely can't wait. You know, been using like Smule to sing songs and stuff and try and make people smile, but it's never going to be the same as it has been on stage, whatever you do, you know. And with the guys, we've been like I say, creating new mashups and some stuff for a video, because it's really important to keep your brains going, isn't it?
Totally.
And like vocally, I don't know about you, like I guess the same with like guitar and stuff with your fingers and stuff. You have to like
do you know, I haven't had time to even pick up my guitar or my bass. They're both sitting next to me, and because I've been so busy with the radio and obviously editing videos constantly, I'm actually doing more hours than I would normally do at the pub at the moment.
Wow.
So they're kind of just sitting there smiling at me, and every time I walk past I was like, we'll pick you up soon, I promise. But yeah, no, by the time I actually get back into rehearsing, I'm going to be very rusty. And vocally, definitely as well, because when the Blind Tiger Boys sent the track through to me to put some backing vocals on, and I did them at like 3 a.m. in the morning downstairs in B2, and there were some really high bits in there, and I was like, oh no, I'm not warm enough for this. And, you know, it's amazing how quick you get out of shape, isn't it, vocally, if you're not doing it.
Yeah, totally. I've been like, right, get your warm-ups out, all that stuff I used to do really regularly. I'm like, come on, have it, do it. But we should hear you play sometime, Charlie, though. That would be lovely.
No, nobody wants that. I did say to Sal the other day, I used to, in Southbound, I'm up the top doing a higher harmony. I said, but by the time of lockdown, I think I'm going to be a baritone.
Oh, I love it. Well, that's great. You can come do some harmonies with me. That'd be awesome.
Come be a bit bobbing.
I love that when you and Sal and Ben all came up and joined us. That was a great gig. That was really, really good fun.
It was good fun. Yeah, really good fun. I did enjoy that, definitely. So what is it actually like being in a band with your hubby then?
Yeah, strange, actually. He's probably listened to this right now going, here we go.
Sorry, Adi, we're going to get all the goss now. I mean, obviously, from an outsider's point of view, you guys always look like the perfect couple. So is it all roses when you're in the same band?
No. No, definitely not. And I always remember when we first started playing together, it's really funny because we're so different, but it works, the whole opposites attract and all that stuff. We might have different views sometimes, so we're like, right, we need to leave our relationship at the door. We walk in, we set up. Because, you know, joking aside, you have to like then focus, don't you?
Yeah,
and you're like, right, this is the gig, this is our focus. So yeah, that's how we do it. But we are very supportive of each other, and I do laugh and often call him my Simon Cowell.
Really? Brilliant.
Because he likes to, for good, you know, he likes to say, you can do that better, I know you can do that better, go on, Kyra, you know. So it's all for good. But yeah, he does tell me, but that's good, that's what you need, isn't it? You need someone to tell
as
you,
long as it's constructive,
you know? Exactly.
He's just commented, he went, oh, here we go. Bless him. Hey, Adi, it's all good stuff, I promise, it's all good.
But no, he's an awesome drummer, absolutely awesome. And actually, funny enough, because they say like the people you live with and work with and stuff, I've learned some really like interesting timing and things I would never thought about vocally, probably because I'm married to a drummer and I listen, and do you know what I mean? Whereas maybe would I have done before, I don't know. Do you
find he's constantly tapping on tables and stuff as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know, if we ever go out for something to eat with Sal, you're sitting there waiting for your food and it's constant tap, tap, tap on the table. I was like, will you stop that? Honestly, this is what happens when you're mates with a drummer or married to a drummer. Everything can be tapped on, right?
Love it. That's so true.
Isn't it though? It is true.
Yeah. If we go out to watch a gig, I can see it, like your hands going, you know. It's But no, it's all good.
Doesn't happen with guitarists though. You're not sitting there strumming like the air with a plectrum or anything.
Are you not?
No.
Oh, yeah, good point. Never thought about that.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no. Us guitarists don't have such annoying habits, I'm afraid.
I am going to watch when we all go out for a drink sometime.
No, I might pretend I'm a drummer and start tapping things just to annoy all the other drummers.
I love it.
So plans
Brilliant.
for Addictive Mix moving forward. Obviously, we don't know when we're going to open again and when gigs are starting again and all that stuff because there's a lot of unknowns. But even before lockdown, Kyra, what were your plans for, before?
So we had one exciting thing in the offing potentially, and I was hoping I'd be able to tell you, but I can't because it's not like a definite, but keep a lookout on our page. And I hope, but again, as we've locked down everything, we just, like you say, don't know what's going to happen.
No.
But I'm hoping something exciting. Our promo video was really, we literally had everything planned in and we went into lockdown and we were like, no.
Typical.
Venue, all of that stuff. So real shame, but look out for that because that's going to be a really good promo video. We're doing that for this great thing that we've been asked to do. So hopefully I'll be able to tell you more on that soon, which is very, very exciting. And new mashes, of course. I'm thinking about some new costumes, but I haven't told the boys that yet. So you're first to hear that.
Is that costumes for you, Kyra, or for them?
Both.
Please say for them.
For them. Yeah, definitely for them. And I haven't even told them yet, so that'll be...
well, they know now.
Great.
They know now. You are live, you know this, right?
Yeah.
Any secrets you had are not there anymore, I promise.
They're all gone.
Yeah. And probably so have they now. They're like, now I'm off. Thank
You
God
know that
for the
great
lockdown.
band, yeah. So yeah, and absolutely, and also what I would say is coming back and supporting all of you guys, yeah, because we've all played for some great venues, but we absolutely love your venue, Charlie. We really, really do. You've been so supportive. And, not just with the band, but with the charity work, for all the fabulous stuff you do. The Maid's Head too. There's so many I could mention, but we want to go out and kind of come and have a party, and give you guys a little something back in some way.
We're a family, aren't we, at the end of the day? We're a live music family. It's not just a pub, and it goes so much wider than that. And this lockdown has brought a lot of us venues together. I was in a meeting actually just before I came on air with the Music Venue Trust and about 400 other venues across the UK. And it was just, we're all in the same boat, and it's lovely to sort of throw some ideas around and stuff. But it's brought our local venues together, I think, as well. I'm advertising Claire at the Walnuts doing curry night tonight, by the way. If you fancy a curry... Claire, get a curry on. Yeah, she's making loads of different curries between 5 and 8, I think, tonight. So I keep advertising those guys on the station. And also, as Gringos are doing a Mexican night as well. They're doing Mexican food, all takeout. So it's brought us all together. We've got a medium where we can help people and hopefully help other venues get back on their feet. At the end of the day, we're all sailing in the same storm.
Exactly. But I think it's up to us guys as musos as well to make sure you get that support. Do you know what I mean? Like you say, we're all a family, aren't we? We all work together. This is what we all love. And I feel so sorry for so many of my friends out there who literally that is their living, to go out and gig. And I just, you just wish you could do more to help people. But I think the important thing as well is we all stick together. And do you know what? We come back and we do a kind of few really cheap gigs to get people kicked off and help them and do a bit of a bash or a charity bash or a just to help everybody because everyone's there for each other and we're all doing what we love.
Well, totally. We need to get those doors open so we can get the gigs and the music happening again. And then the main thing I think is going to be getting everybody out here and getting people to come back because I think people are going to be certainly a little bit nervous about being in a crowded room, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Totally.
So I even if they said tomorrow we could open those doors, I'm not sure trade would be like it was, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. So it's getting it right, isn't it, first?
We've just got to build it up again. It's almost like starting from scratch, I think. But we've got a lovely painted pub. Everything's painted. It's all lovely and shiny and new and just waiting for our bands. So we're good to go. We just need the go-ahead from the old gov, and off we go.
Fantastic.
We've got a message from Sally Murray. Says, can't wait to get down and boogie again with Addictive Mix. Kyra and the guys are awesome.
Oh, bless her.
Hey, Sally, thank you.
She's definitely one of our biggest supporters. Lovely Pete's lady, I'm sure she won't mind me saying. But no, she's so awesome. She's forever going, oh, what about this song? Have you thought about this? Yeah, she's right there. And of course, our number one fan has got to be Adie's mum, Jackie. She's up there, definitely.
Love Jackie.
And my mum, they all love it, bless them. And that's brilliant, isn't it, when you have family and friends? But we'll all come and support.
Awesome, that's awesome. So tell me about these new mashups. Can you give us any little clues of what you've got coming up?
Just one. I should have checked that with the guys, shouldn't I? Yeah, okay. I'll give you a little.
Just one.
Just one. Okay. Maybe think of some crazy glam.
Oh.
Okay, because as you know, what we're trying to do is create something of everything, and that's what I want to have in the book at the end of the day, but mixed with something unusual. I'll leave it there.
Crazy glam and something unusual. That says everything about Addictive Mix, really, doesn't it?
I love it. But we will, of course, be looking for a title for that one. So, when we get it out there, we'll be looking for people to come up with a title for us.
Competition time.
Exactly.
It's
got to be done.
Definitely. Definitely. So the question I asked you a couple of days ago about your song choices for lockdown, obviously I played the first one, the Eva Cassidy one. Just tell me a little bit of the history behind them, why you picked those two.
Yeah, sure. So for me, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and by the way, what a lovely thing to do, or ask for two songs. I love this.
Everybody else hates it. They're like,
really?
Yeah. Like they feel put on the spot and they find it hard to pick just two. I'm one of those people. I can't pick just two.
It's hard. It's really hard. But I was like, oh my God, what means something to me? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Somewhere Over the Rainbow screams hope. Absolutely, to me. Of course, it's a song that the NHS are using, which is, I fully support and the wonderful work they're doing at the moment. Also have lots of friends right on the front line at the minute. Yeah. So, that really does mean a lot. Also, I think sometimes we forget about the beauty and the nature and all the wonderful things that are out there. And I don't know about you, but it's only in lockdown have I been walking and doing all of that and going, do you know what? It's all out here and I've never thought about it so much. Why,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
All those reasons. And I went to see Eva Cassidy's show with Mum, which I'll never forget, was phenomenal. And her voice, the purity, I just adore. I adore her technical ability as well. It's just beautiful. So yeah, all those reasons really.
So how much time during that show did you spend in tears?
Like half at least. Absolutely, at least. Oh my God, it's just the most beautiful thing ever, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I know. I'm quite emotional at gigs anyway. I find they make me quite emotional. We went to see Celine Dion.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and that was another one, and I was like, nah. I'm not. This isn't going to be that great. And do you know what? She literally was awesome. She had me in tears nearly the whole night. Every time Sal looked at me, I was blurring my eyes out. I was like, nah, this is crazy. I can't go to a gig really without having a few little tears.
Oh, see, so that's kind of my ambition then, to do a song that's going to make you cry. Yeah.
Well, you only have to play Sweet Child of Mine, Kyra, when you're there, mate.
Love it. Oh, that's brilliant.
So your other tune that you picked was Lionel Richie, Dancing on the Ceiling. What about that one?
Yeah, so that for me is a song my mum used to play on vinyl constantly, which I absolutely loved and used to bop around to. And for me, Addictive Mix, that's the one song where we're all, when you go, right, I'm now going to take it up a level, and you're at that point and you're all looking at each other and you're like, come on, let's do this. We go crazy. So it's just such lovely memories for me of Addictive Mix, all playing it together, all firing off each other, the floor packed, going crazy. So yeah, that's the memory I'd want to take with me, definitely, on lockdown. 100%.
It is a good track, isn't it? It does make you want to dance. Adie's just said to me, he says, you cry when I sing. So does he mean you cry when he sings, Kyra, or I cry when he sings?
Oh,
Which
you
one?
maybe?
I haven't
Maybe?
cried when he sang. Maybe turned
maybe
it.
me then.
Yeah, maybe turned it down a little. Love you, Adi. I didn't mean it, honest.
That's so funny.
So I'm going to let you go now, but thank you so much for having a chat with me. It's been absolutely hilariously funny and lovely. Thank you so much. And
thanks,
I shall play Dancing on the Ceiling as we go, and I'll speak to you and hopefully see you in the flesh very soon, my friend.
Oh,
thank you very much.
Thank you, Charlie, and thanks for everything you're doing. Thanks for the show as well. It's
you are
amazing.
very well, my darling. You take care of yourself, and I'll speak to you soon.
Speak to you soon. Bye.
Bye, Kyra. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here comes Lionel Richie.